Today, the state of Oregon launched its emergency relief check program. 4.5 weeks ago, the Legislative Emergency Board authorized $35 million to fund this program to get much needed financial assistance out to Oregonians who are hurting in the economic downturn that has resulted from the COVID-19 pandemic. This is a very unique public-private partnership that I think is the only one of its kind in the nation. When the Senate President and I jointly came up with the idea that we just need to get some cash into people's hands, particularly those folks who have been waiting in limbo for their unemployment benefits, this program was launched in our minds, and it took 4.5 weeks to bring it to the launch today. And I want to particularly thank Rob Stewart at On Point Community Credit Union and Court O'Haver, CEO of Umpqua Bank. They have been here with us since the beginning, and today we have 8 credit unions and 2 banks participating. But the bottom line is Oregonians need help. This won't help everyone. It's not going to be enough for everybody, but we know that if people can get $500 in their hands over the next couple of days, they're going to be able to pay some of their bills, give themselves a little bit of breathing space. But we really need the federal government to step up. This is $35 million out of the coronavirus relief funds that the state had from the CARES Act. All of that money that's come to the state is more or less obligated at this point. We need the federal government to act and give us more assistance for Oregonians who can't pay their bills or worried about their rent payments. They need childcare to get covered. There's a lot of things going on in people's lives. We hope this project, this program today will really help Oregonians who need it. And in the first hour of the program, we already have 100 applications going out, people who have applied. We have 100 people who've already applied for the help, and the money will have this open as long as the money is available. So, Mr. President?
There's so many backstories. I think the speaker said it well. The legislature, since this terrible pandemic has hit us, going back to March, has been trying in every way possible to see, can we help? Can we help? Can we make things, let us help? And we watched the unemployment situation. Our offices received many, many calls. And this program, it just came out. I don't know why Tina and I, it's actually a Friday morning. It was crazy. We spontaneously thought, let's do something. And so this thing came about sort of that way. There's nothing academic. There's nothing, intellectual about it. It's just, we talked about the amount and we decided, let's go. And we thought we could do it in 2 weeks. We were off by 2.5 weeks. And because of the incredible work of Lisa in my office and Christina in the speaker's office. And also I want to say DAS and all the work that they have done, we've come up with this thing where we have contracts with 10 financial institutions. Those 10 financial institutions we have contracted with, their willingness to do this, they want to do it, they are doing it through 150 branches, 100 throughout the state of Oregon, That in itself for me is mind-boggling because this hasn't been tried before, and I don't really like to talk that way, but I love to say Oregonians love to be first or only. Well, guess what? Here we go again. And I'm so pleased that we're on the field. We're not in the grandstands or in the stands. So I'm happy that we're here. I'm nervous. We're underway.
I also want to thank the staff. There's been an incredible amount of work to do the level of legal work, operational work. Everyone, it's been all hands on deck for the last 4.5 weeks to get this program started. One of the things I just want to point out is, some people might say, well, why are people having to go to the branches? Early on we thought about, well, maybe people could just apply online because we're in a pandemic. We're balancing the need to make sure people who need the money are getting the money, make sure we don't have people in Nigeria applying for this money, through fraud. So people have to come in and show their ID. But the application itself is very straightforward, very simple. People should be able to get an appointment for some banks or walk in other branches, depends on the branch, and leave with $500. But I want to remind people that Each branch is different. People have to respect the requirements of each site. We're in a pandemic. We need people to wear masks. We need people to respect the institutions and the staff who are working there, because many of these branches have added additional staff just for this program to make sure things can move quickly, that people aren't waiting in long lines. So remember, we're in a pandemic. People need to be thinking about that when they go to the branches. And respect the employees and the protocols in each branch. So